School is a matrix. As kids, we're told there is one path in life. Get good grades so you can go to a good college, so you can get a good job, so you can retire, raise a family, and do all the things that you should have been doing at 20, but now can't do at 60. We adopt this goal hierarchy unconsciously because that's what's pushed on us. We're living in a school matrix, a confined, artificially constructed environment built to give us the goal hierarchy I just mentioned. It's no different than the Matrix in the 1989 classic, The Matrix. In it, Neo realizes that him and the rest of humanity are living in a simulation built to help machines get the energy they need to survive. So he makes it his mission to escape from the Matrix and help the rest of humanity do so as well. Most of us don't join the resistance. Instead, we stay in the Matrix. But there's a big problem with staying in the Matrix. I know because I was inside of it for most of my life. I graduated from high school with straight A's in all of my classes as valedictorian and went to my dream school, Cornell. As a kid, I used to read voraciously, like Fablehaven, Harry Potter, Del Toro's Quest. But when I got to college and high school, my love for learning wasn't nearly the same. I stopped reading as much. Because I wanted to get straight A's, I felt that learning intrinsically was wasted time. I didn't feel the vision I was pursuing was mine. This is what happens when we stay in the school matrix. We lack autonomy over our goals, which makes us unmotivated to pursue them intrinsically. We stay as cookie cutter students that are cookie cutter versions of every other student also trying to get straight A's because we're all learning the same thing. And another major problem with staying in the school matrix, it's not enough to get good grades and get a degree anymore. In the digital age, your perspective and ability to learn fast matters more than your rote knowledge. Traditional schooling is still built on an industrial era model. It's trying to make you into the perfect factory worker. This is explored more in Drive by Daniel H. Pink, where he explains that in today's society, there is more heuristic work than ever before. Heuristic work is work that isn't routine, doesn't have a clear process. It requires creativity. In the industrial past, we had more algorithmic work, which required less creativity, had clear processes and clear goals. In order to succeed in the digital age, we need to understand how to do heuristic tasks. But school teaches you how to do algorithmic ones. So most of all, we need to learn how to love learning intrinsically. Because traditional schooling diminishes that intrinsic motivation though, we need to find a different path. What kind of student do we need? Before we go any further, let me reiterate who I am not talking to. For anyone looking to become a lawyer, a doctor, engineer, or a lawyer, doctor, engineer, ignore what I'm saying. Those are all highly competitive jobs that you do need to work really hard for and get good grades for. But in the age of information overwhelm and AI, it is deep thinkers that are going to succeed. So for everyone else, let's dive in. We need a new era student. A student who's intrinsically motivated to learn. A student that can not only learn incredibly fast, but can imbue their unique perspective into their learnings. A student that differs fundamentally from the students around him. The question is, how do we become new era students? We have to break free from the matrix. How do we do that? First of all, we need to understand why we stay in it. We stay in the matrix because it's comfortable. Breaking free requires us stepping out of our comfort zones. But if we want to get out, we're going to have to step through that. So you're going to have to expose yourself to new habits, routines, beliefs. Some of the most typical cycles to break free from are the traditional school cycle, the job cycle, and the eating cycle. To break free from the traditional school cycle, stop trying to aim for straight A's in all of your classes. Develop an intrinsic love for learning and learn how to level up your note-taking and studying. If you want to learn how to do that, you should check out my Obsidian Beginner Roadmap playlist up above. You're going to learn how to level up your note-taking and studying, develop that intrinsic love for learning, and how to build a knowledge base that compounds across semesters. To break free from the job cycle, I would recommend starting a side hustle alongside school. If you want to learn more about how to do that, check out my college content creator resource list in the description below. It includes all the resources I wish I had when starting my content creation journey 3 years ago. And finally, to break free from the eating cycle, don't eat. It's fasting. And it's a fantastic way to not only fast from food, but also learn how to fast in other areas of your life. It's a meta skill in that way. But breaking free once is not enough, because when you break free from the matrix once, you create another matrix for yourself. So it's a continual breaking process of creating new beliefs, a new matrix, letting those beliefs serve you, but then breaking free again once they're no longer giving you the same results. Ideology and dogma are the antithesis to intrinsic learning. So you need to build a habit of breaking free from the matrix when it no longer serves you. Finally, leverage psychological energy to create a better life for yourself. This is where the ultimate power of breaking free from the matrix comes. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. We can create a better life for ourselves through leveraging the power of psychological energy. What is that? Psychological energy is the energy we create through living in the mental world. Humans can live in the physical and the mental world. We live in the physical when we're just going about our day, being present. But we live in the mental world when we remember the past or we imagine the future. This can create energy and take it away. It takes energy when we remember a difficult experience, say breaking up with a lover, but it gives energy if we have vision that we fleshed out with relevant goals that energize us when we think about them. So what's the difference between whether we get negative psychological energy or positive? The difference is one word: awareness. Awareness, awareness, awareness. I'm gonna say it one more time because it's so important. Awareness. Awareness. I got you with one more. I'm sorry I had to do it. If we are aware when we remember a past event, we can choose whether we let that psychological energy affect us. We aren't our thoughts, feelings, or sensations. We are the awareness behind everything. Think about the thoughts going through this head as you're watching this video. I know they're coming up. There's no way you're fully present, but I'm gonna make you be, because I'm gonna make it so engaging that you couldn't stop being present. But the thoughts that are coming up, you did not try and call them. Rather, they came up seemingly out of nowhere. So you aren't your thoughts. You are the awareness behind everything. And this realization allows you to leverage psychological energy for your benefit. Because when we have awareness, we can choose what to focus on. What vision we choose to focus on shapes our goals. Our goals shape what our subconscious mind thinks about in the background. Our goals also shape the stimuli that our conscious mind perceives in the environment. What we perceive shapes how we feel and think. How we feel and think shapes how we behave. How we behave determines our progress towards our goals, shaping the whole cycle over again. What we focus on is our life. Awareness is the key in all of that, because awareness lets us mold the vision that we want to be focusing on to get positive psychological energy. So how can we implement this in our lives right now? One meaningful project, one day at a time, 1 hour a day. Do that for 5 years and there is no question you're gonna be above 99% of people. How do you know what your given purpose is at any moment? It's actually pretty simple. Your purpose is whatever is keeping you from your vision at the moment. Any activity that draws you away from one meaningful project, 1 day at a time, 1 hour a day, is a distraction. Don't fall for the trap of working until you find your passion. I made that mistake when I was first starting out with content creation 3 years ago. I thought I should know what my passion on YouTube is gonna be right from the get-go, which I thought was gonna be fitness, but it wasn't, because passions are cultivated. They're cultivated the more that you work on something, get better at it, the more passionate you become. I didn't think I'd be creating videos on personal knowledge management, neuroscience, cognitive science, gamification, book summaries, all this stuff that I'm doing now, but I am, and I'm loving it. I'm passionate about it. So don't not start because you don't know what your passion is right now. Your purpose can simply be solving the problems that you have right now. Your problems are often larger societal problems. So once you solve them for yourself, you can systemize the process at scale by posting content online and solve those problems for other people. There are tons of skills that go into content creation, which is what I'm doing in school right now, like recording, editing, outsourcing, publishing, all this stuff. But if there's one skill that I think is foundational to all of it, it's note-taking. Note-taking is the skill I use to capture ideas and foster them over time to create things out of. It's the precursor to my writing. So if you're a student looking to start to break free from the matrix and begin creating content online, starting a side hustle, creating your own vision, I'd recommend checking out my Obsidian student roadmap up above, which you're going to learn how to level up your note-taking and studying in Obsidian, how to fall back in love with learning again, and how to build a knowledge base that compounds over time. Bonus, by studying and note-taking more effectively, you're gonna take back the time for all the stuff you actually wanna be doing in college. Break free from the matrix. Stop being a zombie in society. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Eat some peanut butter, and bye-bye.